I'm in a good mood.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. My name's Nicole Reed, and this is Darvanalee Design Studio. It is Finish It Friday, and as you can hear, my voice is not that crash hot still, but I'm here. I have a smile on my face. I just couldn't lay down anymore, and I couldn't drink any more lemon and honey tea. If I drink any more lemon and honey tea, I'm going to turn into a lemon.
Meanwhile, I brought you a new bag of lemons.
Yeah, so Beck just brought me a bunch more lemons, but anyway. I managed to get the flu off Mia, and she's still not 100% either. She's out in the truck with Poppy today, giving Mima a little bit of rest. And yeah, so I got it off her. She sneezed on me, and within, 2 days I went down?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She done a big sneeze on me, and I copped the full facial of sneeze, and within 2 days I was sick as. And when I get a flu or anything like that, I instantly lose my voice. Surprise, surprise. The family loves it because I'm quiet. But then to get their attention, I bang on walls and stuff like that. So yeah, so it was quite interesting. I actually haven't had a proper voice since Thursday last week.
Did we do a live last night?
No, we didn't. So Thursday last week. So it's been a little over a week, and my voice has started to come back. So anyway, we have a lot of new people on the channel. We have, in the last 28 days, I just looked at my stats before we went live. The last 28 days, Beck and I have managed to accrue, 701 subscribers? So yeah.
701.
Yeah, 701 subscribers in the last 28 days. And we used to say that about our daughter when she lost her voice. Yeah, I've heard all the jokes this week. I've had lots of jokes this week. And yeah, so thank you, Carol. Yeah, this is a scarf that I got last year. I'll have to find the link for it and pop that down underneath the video. It is under a couple of videos that where I've wore the scarf. I've put the link down there, and I got it off AliExpress, but it's very cute. It's got vintage sewing machines on it, scissors, buttons, reels, and all the rest of it. And I generally wear this to retreats and stuff like that, yeah. So people can pick me out from a crowd. So yeah, we've got quite a few people joining us today. King of Toe is in the house. Hey, King of Toe, how are you? Mia's watching. Mia's in the truck with Poppy, who is King of Toe, and is watching the live stream. So yay for the family support. Awesome. That's good. I can see a lot of us joining, and we've got a couple of new names there that I've not seen before. So it'd be good to get to know you all. So for those that are new here, as I said, we've got 700 subscribers in the last 28 days. And for those that are new here, what was that?
That's just crazy.
I know, it's crazy. We are a small business here in southeast Queensland in Australia. I run a long arm quilting store, and I run sewing retreats as well throughout the year. About 3 or 4 we usually do. I normally don't sound this husky for those that are new here. As I was saying, I've lost my voice in the last week, and it's just starting to come back. So I'm only going to probably be on for about an hour today, but I still do have a lot to get through, because even though I went down for a week, there is a lot of stuff been happening in the background. We have piles of stuff that I need to get onto the website and all the rest of it. I've been slowly doing it, but thank you to everybody that has sent me well wishes and encouraging me to rest up. I have been resting up. I have almost watched 7 seasons of Big Bang Theory. I finished watching the last 3 seasons of Friends. And me and Mia have just been sitting on the couch doing snuggles and, blowing our nose every 2 seconds. So yeah, it's been a very slow week. I managed to pull out my cross stitch yesterday and did a little bit on my cross stitch. The day before. I didn't do any yesterday. I slept all day yesterday, which was good. I think I needed it. So yeah, I'm still feeling a bit tired today, but I'll get there. It's all good.
You'll just go back to bed after this.
Yeah, I'll then go back to bed. So yeah, I run quilting and crafting retreats up at the Bunya Mountains, and I have been, just a little bit of a backstory for those that are new here. I've been crafting for the better part of 41 years, and yeah, I mostly do quilting and bag making in the last probably 9-10 years, and just recently I've got into cross stitch. So I've been doing diamond painting, and I do all sorts of crafts, really, like attention span of a gnat, essentially. I just flip from one thing to another, but my main passion is quilting. And for those that can hear the giggle in the background, that is Tech Beck. She is my sidekick. Makes an appearance every now and again on the videos, but she generally just takes care of the chat. So you'll see her in the chat. She'll put in links and hashtags and all that sort of stuff.
And I'll get dragged along for the ride.
Yeah, I just drag.
Phases.
Yeah, we're doing this week. Come on, let's go. Off we go. But we're both getting right into the cross stitch at the moment, which is really good. So we're both enjoying that. And Beck's making a little mushroom pin cushion, the same as me. So yeah.
Nicole's in the lead.
Not really.
Yeah, you are. I haven't done any this week because I've had too much.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, cool. Woohoo. I'm in the lead for a change. So a couple people asked me in private message if I had finished our felted animals. No. It is now it is a work in progress. I just haven't got to it. I've had a lot going on. We've just hit tax time here in Australia. So basically, yeah, that's taken a lot of our time in the last probably 5 weeks. We've been doing stock take. We've been transferring stuff over from our Etsy store over to our website, because some of you may not know, we're actually closing our Etsy store 31st of December this year. Basically, I just don't like some of their policies. I'm not going to get into it. There's plenty of videos. Just do a YouTube search. You'll understand what's going on. I have decided to step away from it. I did the financial costings of having a website versus Etsy, and the website won out by $1,500 per year, give or take.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, it depends on my year, on how much I've sold and stuff like that. That fluctuates a little bit. So I made an executive decision and decided that I was going to close my Etsy store down. I still will have it there as a marketing tool, because I will have my PDF patterns and stuff on there, and any handmade stuff that I have will be on my website. So it'll just be the PDFs. And while I'm talking about the website, just to let you know, if you join as a member of the website, you get a 10% cash back after your purchases. And basically, yeah, that is for the lifetime you're a member of the website. Yes, you've got your hand up. Yes, Beck, how can I help you?
Miss, can everyone make sure they fill in their details properly? It just makes it easier.
Oh, yeah. I've tasked Beck with the with the task of just organising the website and making sure that emails are all correct and everything like that. So when you do become a member, please, if you can put all your details in and make sure that they're all correct, that would be will make Beck's life a lot easier. That's why she's putting her hand up over in the background. So yeah, and she's begging. Yeah. So and some of you may be wondering how Beck is with her after her surgery. She's great. I was just having a look at her scar before. It's healed nice and flat. You can barely see it.
I know. I was
considering it's so new, although you've got half an eyebrow. But
I've got half an eyebrow now. So I wait for that to grow back.
I don't need to lie.
That's why I'm going to put my little patches back on.
Yeah. So I said to her, we'll have to get different band-aids to put on for all our live streams that she's on. Yeah. So till it heals, because basically the doctor has just said because of where it is, so it heals nice and flat. It's not red either. Like I would have expected it to be a lot red.
It's not itchy either.
Yeah, that's good. So I, said to her that we'll have to get different band-aids. Alrighty, so we're here today for Finish It Friday. Enough waffling on with everything that's going on. I can see the King of Toe said shave the other one.
Yeah, I'll be right. Thanks, Red.
Yeah, we can do a crisscross patch.
I'll just go.
I'm just reading some. We've got Deborah Peterkin from, I don't even know how to, Laurenberg, yep, there we go. I can see that the chat is
going off
today. So yeah, that's good. And I can see a few new names as well, and a lot of regulars as well. So thank you very much for joining us. So we're here for Finish It Friday. For people that don't know what this video is about, each week Beck or myself pull something out of my UFO box, and then I have 7 days to complete it. Well, I've had 3 weeks to complete this one, and I haven't completed it, but I have got the quilt top. So I'm going to get Beck to jump up and grab a side, and I will hold the other side. It is a massive quilt. There we go. I think we've got it right. I don't know. So anyway, I'll just bring it over this way. Come this way a bit.
You just pull.
Yeah. All right. So this is the quilt. You can see one block and over this one. I'll show you the picture of the magazine in just a moment, but I did get it done. It is massive. Just drop it down a bit so they can see some of the blocks. I haven't got it quilted yet. I'll walk this way. I haven't got it quilted yet. It is going into the machine straight after this live. I just didn't feel up to quilting at all. Even though I just stand at the machine, I just did not feel up to it at all this week. So you can see that we've got it all done. What I'll get you to do is, if you're on Instagram or in our Facebook group or anything like that, I am going to actually put pictures up of it loaded and everything like that. I was really stoked that this entire quilt was made out of scraps of fabric. So the backing fabric was end of bolt backing fabric, so there was 1 meter of that, but that essentially gave me 2.8 meters because it's 2.8 wide. The grey border fabric I bought on a whim, and I only had like, I think 80 centimeters or 90 centimeters of it, which was really good. And all I have left of that is this, which I'll just use for centers of hexagons or something like that. There's a couple of strips there, half strips there. So just that's it. That's all that's left out of the grey, which is great. And this here, all the coloured fabrics, was a layer cake that I was gifted through an Instagram swap. So it all goes together, and I'm pretty sure it's an Elizabeth Hartman layer cake. It had 42 10-inch squares. I think I've got like 6 10-inch squares left, which I can use for the mini accordion pouch that I make, which is not here anyway. Oh, it's way over there, so I won't worry about getting that. But it's only about this big, so there we go. Beck knows where all the stuff is. So I've got a couple of 10-inch squares left, so I can make a couple of these out of it. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with that. And the only white fabric that I've got left is these few strips here, and I'm going to use them for Christmas decorations. So yeah, so that's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. That layer cake kept falling out of my cupboard and really annoying me.
Use me.
So in the end I thought, yep, that's what I'll use it for. So yeah, it's going into the long arm machine directly after this live. I'm going to load that up and get that in there. I'll post pictures over on Instagram and in the social medias on Stitch Talk as well, so you'll get to see it all loaded up. I'm still deciding on what pattern to do on it, but I'm actually thinking, because there is a lot of triangles in it, I'm actually thinking of doing this really I don't think you can see it there. No, I have to pull it out. It's a triangle pattern that it sort of overlaps on itself, and it's got all these angles in it, and I think that I'm going to do that. So because Beck and I looked at it last week and we thought it looked pretty good, didn't we?
I reckon that's going to be a good pattern.
Is my voice all right on the audio?
Oh, sorry everybody, I bumped the table. Yeah, your voice is fine.
Yeah, cool. So the mic's picking it up, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. No worries. All right. Thank you, everybody. So yeah, so basically, I've just got to quilt it now and get the binding on it. And I didn't put the final border on it. Just behind you, Beck, is the book of the picture of the quilt, so everybody can see it. All right, so I didn't think I was going to have enough fabric to do all the blocks, but I did. So this was the quilt that I was just showing you. I've probably not put it in the exact same layout, but I did put it on point, and I did manage to have enough grey to go around the ones that I needed to go. So I've done that now, and I'm pretty happy with that. The only thing that I didn't do was the final border, because I just did not have enough of the white fabric, and I knew that I wasn't I sort of knew halfway through that I wasn't going to have enough, because the large triangles that are put on point are 24 inches, so that took up a lot of the fabric. But I got it done, and I'm pretty happy that I did. Has anybody else made this quilt that got the quilter's planner? And if you did, what did you quilt it with? Like, I was looking at the picture of it. Here's a clearer picture of it. And I was looking at like the quilting on it and stuff like that, but I wasn't real fussed on it. So I just thought the triangles were, like, some of it's okay, but I just thought the triangles would be a bit better that I'm going to do on it. And I could have had it in a layout like that, but I decided to go with the cover one. And that will be going on my bed because I have claimed that. No one else is getting it. The girls liked it.
Go, Red. Going on the bed.
He'll pull it off every night. He doesn't like quilts. He's married to a quilter and he doesn't like quilts. Like, what is that about? So Wendy's got about 5 quilts that need binding. You should pull them out while you're watching the Finish It Friday and get some of the binding done. That'd be awesome. Oh, excuse me. Alrighty. Okay, so that's what I've completed. I'm going to say that that's done. Hey, Linda, thanks for joining us. I'm going to say that that's done because to me the top is done. I've just got to quilt it. It's going into the machine. It'll be quilted by Tuesday, and then I'll get the binding on it. And, you know, it's cold winter nights here, so I don't mind sitting there and doing the binding. I just put the quilt over me and do the binding, so it's no big deal.
It's getting warmer, but it's still
chilly at night.
Yeah.
So I went diving again. Beck was off getting me some stuff this morning before we went live. So this week I'm going to be working on something that I got. It's more of a start at Friday than a finish at Friday.
Oh.
But even Beck doesn't know. I've got so much stuff here. She's got no idea. So excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, so this is more of a start at Friday than a finish at Friday. Mainly because I'm pretty much running out of UFOs now. I am down to stuff that I just want to start, that I've had kits for and stuff like that. So some of you that have been following me for a while would have known that I think it was a couple of months into the channel, so early 2018, I think the Fat Quarter Shop had a club called Words with Buttons, and it was a button lover club, and I joined it because I loved it. I liked the first one, and because it had the letter N. Hey?
I couldn't see.
Yeah, I had them all hidden. Yeah, so it was with the letter N, and I thought, oh, I like that. And I'd got the nest box, so I had some of the fabric from it. And so I joined the club, and I got it and I was really interested in doing it, but, you know, life gets busy and stuff gets put aside, and the boxes just sat there. And so after 5 months, I decided to cancel the subscription. I just wasn't getting to them, and I thought, I'm going to end up with like 100 boxes of buttons and all these pin cushions and stuff to make, and I'm never going to get to them. So I canned the club, not because it was a bad club or anything like that. It was just time constraints. The channel was taking off. Beck and I were just swamped with retreats because at the same I think it was about 2 months before the retreats started up. So we were just hammered basically last year, and we were just trying to cruise along and all that sort of stuff. So I come across these this morning, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to start one. So I have 5 in total. I'm not going to do all 5. I am not that insane.
Just one.
But I have 5 to choose from, and I don't know which one to do. So in looking at all I've got, I think I'm going to do the bloom one. Will you stop bumping the table? The camera keeps doing a shift. Sorry. I think we're having an earthquake or something.
Sorry.
So I'm thinking that I'm going to do this one because we're coming into spring. And this is all about flowers and stuff like that. I've also got this one, which looks very wintry. The colour is in it and stuff like that. So I'm glad that I stopped when I did, because I can make these sort of, Beck's like getting coating it, like trying to see what it is. So watch the screen. You can probably see it better.
Yes,
so I'm thinking that this will be a winter pin cushion. And then I've got an acorn one, which is obviously autumn. And then this one I can do as summer, because these are quite summery colours as well. And then I've got a Christmas one. So that's very cute. So I'm going to make that just before Christmas and put that out. So that's very cute. So I figured that, seeing we are coming into spring, and this one has got lots of flowers and beautiful floral fabric and stuff like that, that I've got some of that fabric there, so I can use that. So yeah, and it's got all the, basically all you got in the pack was, and it's called Words with Buttons. So you got 2 packs. So this is a party pack, peachy chalk, and they come with all different size buttons in it. So you've got big ones and small ones and stuff like that. And then this one is aqua chalk, and it's from just another button company, and the Fat Quarter Shop sell a lot of their stuff. So yeah, so that comes with that. And then the Words with Friends, you get this specialty pack, so it'll have bloom on it, and you get, like, it gave you you go to their blog, and it, you can create the projects that are on the front of the card. So on the front of the card, you've got those 3 projects there. So I'll be able to go to their blog, find the projects, and then make them. And then I've got 3 cute little pin cushions.
And one's got a bee on it.
No, you're not getting the bag.
I was going to say, it'll remind you of me.
Oh, will it? Oh,
Bee for Beck.
Bee for Beck. So yeah, so but you can see there that they've got the bloom buttons down on this one here, and these are the other projects that are on there, so I'll be able to do stuff. So Beck will have that pin cushion when she's here, and that can be hers, and then she won't steal my pins. Not that she steals my pins anyway. Hey?
I have another pin cushion here.
Yeah, where is it? Oh, it's under there. There it is. Cool. So that's what I'm going to make this week. So hopefully I can get that done. I'm going to head over to their blog this afternoon and print off what I've got to print off. That's half the battle, getting to the blog and having it off, printed off, and all the rest of it. I still have to do my those that are following me, I know Benita's following me on Instagram, and I've been doing the 100 blocks in 100 days. Yeah, well, I failed this week, didn't I? But I'm going to be doing those tomorrow, and I will get up to date tomorrow. I'm going to cut them out and just sit down and sew them. They don't take very long to do. So they'll start to appear again over on my Instagram, and you'll probably see snippets of this popping up as well. Maybe not. Sometimes I don't do any of the stuff. But I figured that I'm going to do one of these a month and get them all done. So, because we've got, what, 4 months left. We're in August, so we've got 4 months left. So if I get this one done, that gives me 4 more to do. And then I've got the Christmas one, which I'll probably start in November and get that done. So they have been pulled out. They've been taken.
I was going to say, you're not allowed to do the November one until after the retreat. We've got a retreat in November.
Yeah, but that's right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, take that. That just fell out of my hand. All right, so that's what I'm working on this week. So what is everybody else are they going to be working on this week? Who remembers button? Who's got the button? No, I don't. I remember always playing with my grandma's button box. Yeah, I used to play with my grandma's button box too. I used to sit there and make it rain buttons. It was great.
My mum had, in the top of her sewing container was just all
Buttons, yep.
And I loved it. I've always loved buttons.
Anytime I'm at a thrift shop or anything like that and I see a jar of buttons, I usually buy them. Savannah made a whole heap of Christmas decorations one year with buttons.
Oh, okay.
And then we got a whole heap over to where did we send them to? We sent them to someone. They were needing buttons and we sent them off. So Carol has just finished a Rockport tote by Aunties 2. I've seen some of their patterns. I think I've got some of their patterns in my stash. Yeah. They're not too shabby, their patterns. They're pretty good. Alrighty. Excuse me. I just need to have a drink. Ah, dear me. Okay, so Bonnie is making a lap quilt for an older relative who's moving into a senior apartment. Awesome.
Oh, very nice.
What else is going on in the chat? All sorts of stuff's happening down here. I'm missing it all. Hey Dale, how you going? A few people have popped in while I've been talking away. Alrighty, so we're going to move on to YouTube news. Alright, so for those that have been... Katrina's still cleaning the sewing room. Oh, I finally finished the knapsack That was, oh, how did you go? How'd you go, Rebecca? Did you get it in the end? Bonita's doing her 100 blocks and also crocheting. I want to get into crochet. I was going to do it this winter, get back into my crochet, because I know how to do the basics of crochet, but I want to sort of build on my repertoire, like my stitches and stuff like that. And I had this book for ages and ages, and it's like 400 different crochet stitches, and so you basically make a square, and I figured, well, I can make a square. It's 400 squares. They're only, I think they're 10 by 10 or something like that, so 10 centimeters, sorry people, not inches, for those that follow the other. So they're only small, but it gives you a way of doing all the different stitches. So basically I was going to do that this year, and then I got sidetracked, and then I couldn't find the book because Mia took off with the book, and I found it in her room. She had pushed it underneath her table and then set a pillow on it. So I just thought it was her stuffed toys and her pillow sitting under there. And I moved everything the other day when she wasn't feeling well. I kept her in bed all day with the iPad and yeah. And I moved it, and I'm like, oh, there's that. So next year I'm going to do that. And so yeah, and then I might do a couple of little tutorials and different stitches and stuff like that. So yeah, Wendy's making pencil cases for my grandkids for the start of school. Rebecca saying that, yeah, she just had to figure out the directions for myself. It went pretty smooth after that. Does Annie do videos with her bags and stuff? I don't think she does. I think she does like trailers and stuff like that. I have one of her patterns, Rebecca, but I haven't got to the nerve to start it yet. They sure look great. Yeah, I don't mind Annie's patterns, like some of her patterns, but they are quite technical. I know a lot of people, like I like the look of them. I've never actually made any of them. I don't think I've made any of her stuff. I don't think I have. I just find them that from the feedback that I've got from people, that they haven't been very impressed with them. So like for beginners versus advanced.
Okay. Well, Bonnie said she's got one of her patterns, so it'll be interesting. She hasn't got the nerve to start up yet.
Let us know how you go, Bonnie. Yeah, like maybe give it a go, and let us, give us a good review on the pattern and stuff like that. Like, we're always interested to hear about other people. Sometimes with By Annie Panny, she include a code for her. Oh, okay. So she does have them, but there's a code. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's good marketing. Really. That is pretty good marketing, because you've got to buy the pattern to get the video. So she does have some step-by-step, just a few add-ons for some of the tougher stuff. Yeah, okay. Oh, she doesn't have step-by-step videos. Okay, yeah. Obviously, I still can't read.
It's okay. You're not feeling well.
Yeah. Oh, man, I don't think I've been this sick. Last time I was this sick was probably about 3 years ago, and that was when I got the flu. And then Brendan come home and gave me a different strain of the flu, and I hadn't got over that flu, and I went down.
Was that Christmas?
That was Christmas.
Yeah.
I actually closed my shop on the 1st of December in 2016. It was 2016, yeah.
Yeah, that's when we sort of started.
Yeah, 2000.
You were better.
Yeah, I ended up with croup. I ended up no voice, shakes, temperature, the whole lot. But, I haven't been that sick for a while. I was pretty sick this time. But, every couple of years. I can deal with it every couple of years. I love the tutorials that go with the patterns. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so we're moving on to... I'm a little bit vague and slow today. I'm sorry. If anybody's new here, I'm not normally this vague, and I'm not normally this slow. I'm just... Yeah, I've got notes in front of me, and lots of them, so I know, because I knew that I was going to go off track big time. Alrighty, so some of you would know that we've got a Facebook group. We have Stitch Talk. We have a group over there. Mostly we post on the public forum over there. I'm also on Instagram. Our Finish It Friday hashtag is hashtag Finish It Friday, or hashtag FIF, which is FIF. If you're doing some Finish It Fridays and you want to share it with the community, use your hashtags. We follow those hashtags, so we'll see them come up, and we go over and check them regularly. We usually stop checking about Tuesday, Wednesday of the following week, because we're gearing up for our next Finish It Friday. So I always use the hashtags so you know what's going on. So, and for those that are new to Instagram that don't know how Instagram works, if you follow, you hit that hashtag, it'll take you to a page and it'll have a little follow button at the top of that page. If you hit follow, that stuff will appear in your news feed, so you'll be able to see what's going on. And we've had quite a few new members on the Facebook group as well. I think I welcomed another 3 this morning. We've just gone over the 800 mark, I think it is.
Oh, wow.
805 members of our little community over there. So if you're working on a Finish It Friday, just go and post it underneath the Finish It Friday on the announcements, and you can put your photos in there, and we can see what you're working on. And the same over in Stitch Talk, you can put your photos over there and use the hashtags over there as well. So that way we can keep a track of everything that you're doing and what everybody's up to. Yeah, we like to know
what everyone's doing.
Beck's addicted to social media, so she likes to see what everybody's doing. She's addicted to it more than I am. She's not even arguing with that one. Woohoo! I won one. Anyway, moving on to YouTube news and group news. Alrighty. So, as I said earlier on, we have gained another 700 plus subscribers this month, and that's since the first week of July. So, we are starting to pick up some momentum on YouTube, and we'd just like to say welcome to everybody. Thank you very much for subscribing, and we really do hope that you enjoy your time here. We always like to see your comments and everything underneath the video, so if you've got anything to say, or you've got any questions or anything like that, put them underneath the video. Beck and I always come back and read them. Beck, if I haven't seen it, Beck will always prompt me if there's questions and stuff like that. I come back and have a little bit of a chat with you and stuff like that. Some of you would have noticed as well that Beck has started posting on her Instagram. She doesn't add everybody to her Instagram, but she has started posting on her Instagram.
My Instagram's public.
It's public now?
Yeah.
Yep, okay, cool. Yeah. So she started posting her cross stitch, so she started doing the little mushroom. Yeah. Mine's not actually out here, it's in there. I was
going to bring mine, but I thought, oh no, Nicole will have hers.
Yeah, no, I forgot it. But what we have been discussing over the, last week when I had a voice, we had a bit of a conversation. Not much of one, but we had a bit of a conversation. And we thought that we would document our journey of cross stitch, because we're both, both of us have done it in high school. Like
back when I was a kid.
I was doing it, and I had these flashbacks to the old. Now, I know that this is not nice, but this teacher hated me. She was an old crony. She so should not have been teaching high school students. She should have went off to CWA or started a group away from teenage children. Teenage children were not her thing. Okay, and I don't mean to speak ill of the dead, but oh my God, this woman was so crotchety. I had these flashbacks. I almost stopped cross-stitching the other day because I started having these flashbacks to this teacher on how much of a hard time she gave me. And I had like crafty people around me all the time, and she gave me such a hard time over my cross-stitch. I'd never done it before, so obviously it was going to be pretty bad. And she also threw me out of the classroom because every time I went near the sewing machines, they'd stop working. I don't know what that was about. They were really old sewing machines. But anyway, I didn't take up cross-stitching nonetheless because of this teacher.
Because of that teacher.
And basically, I never took it up again. Well, I came across the Fat Quarter Shop's floss tube videos on their quilting channel, because I go and watch their channel, because I do. I watch everybody's channel because I'm addicted to YouTube, and like everybody else in the world. Yeah. And excuse me. And anyway, I come across their floss tube because they put it on their regular channel. Then they went and started another channel for it. Subsequently, I came across the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch, Priscilla and Chelsea, and pretty much binge watched their channel. I think I'm up to episode 50, 40, something like that. And yeah, so a few months ago, I came across them, and then Fat Quarter Shop announced that they were going to have a chalkful cross stitch club, which Priscilla Blaine had done the design for it and all the rest of it. So I thought, yep, I'll join that. That was back in June, mid-June I seen that. So I joined that. That got shipped out. I've received that. That's sitting in the cupboard now. I haven't started it yet. And I bought the little mushroom kit and I started doing that. And I think the reason that this time I got with it, and Carol's just said that she's bought a diamond painting kit. Yeah. And they do cross over.
Yeah, the
DMC. Yeah. So basically, I started about 18 months ago. I started doing diamond painting, and I've done a couple. And if you go back through my channel, you'll see a couple of videos that I've done explain what it is and all that sort of stuff. And it's pretty much done the same way. So you've got this grid, you stick them on, and all the rest of it. So with the cross stitching, there's still some of the terminology that I've got to learn and all that sort of stuff. So Beck and I thought, well, you know, all the floss tube ones that I've come across in the last month to 6 weeks, they've all been seasoned cross stitches. So they've already done all the cross stitching and all that sort of stuff. And a lot of it is about their whips and what they get in the mail, and we'll have that too. But I thought, from a beginner's point of view, there's going to be things that we're going to look at a little bit different than someone that's been doing it for 35 years or 25 years or 10 years or 5 years or whatever.
It's like when we go to the craft shows.
Yeah.
You're the experienced person, yep. And I'm the newbie.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm looking at.
Yeah, so I look at things through Beck's eyes. So I thought this would be a really good way for those that haven't got into cross stitch before, haven't seen it or anything like that. And like I do a lot of diamond paintings. I think I've got like 60 down there of different ones that I want to do. I'm in the process of doing one, but I tend not to do them. I do them in the warmer months because I sit out and I'm set up out in my sewing room, and it gets quite cold out here.
We did that one winter.
Yeah.
Winter last year.
Yeah, it gets quite cold. So it's not a great thing to do. So yeah, excuse me. So I thought, I'm going to do a floss tube. So I have no idea what floss tube is, like only what I've seen on other people's channels and stuff like that. But I can tell you I'm slightly addicted to cross stitch, and I've purchased some stuff. So yeah. And Beck she's got some stuff that she's found in what you call Goodwill or a thrift shop or op shop. So yeah, she's found something. So on the 8th of August, we're going to actually have our first floss tube video go up. It won't be set as a premiere. It'll just be a video that goes up. Later down the track, we might do a premiere here and there and stuff like that, so we can chat with people. And you would notice if you're on Instagram that, excuse me, excuse me, that this morning I jumped on the connected common threaded stitches hashtag, and I'm doing the I think that's what it was, wasn't it? The hashtag on it, the common.
Let me just check.
Beck's onto that, and so yeah, I've jumped onto that so you can get to know me a bit better, and yeah, just to help me meet a few more people that do cross stitch. And I'm really liking it, and I think the reason that I'm liking it so much is it's so portable. I've got my little project bag, and I just grab that, I throw that with my handbag now, and basically when I go off to dancing, I just take that with me. So there's a couple of times during the week where I've got to sit down and wait for Darvanalee to come out of dancing, and so I just sit there and I do, you know, I might only get half an hour in, but it's half an hour of stitching. So that's what I'm sort of doing. And I've just broken up my calendar and stuff like that, and I've had a look at where we could fit it in, and we're probably going to we're probably going to do maybe once a fortnight. We've got to have a meeting about it, but it's an easy video to do. It's just basically showing you where we're at, our work in progress and stuff like that. So if you're on Instagram, the hashtag just went up, thanks Beck, and yeah, so you can have a look at that, and you can see other cross stitches and stuff and what they get up to as well. So it is through oh, I can't think of her name. I found her this morning on at 3 o'clock this morning when Mia rudely woke me up. So we're going to do that. That's going to be on the 8th of August. And as I said, we're going to look at it through a beginner's perspective. So it's just another snippet of craft that's on the channel, because I'm not a quilting channel and I'm not just a crafting channel. I'm a bit of everything channel.
Yes, you are.
So, but it all evolves around quilting and crafting. So we just thought that that would be a really good way. We'll have...
The House of Stitch and Stash. Is that who you're talking about?
no, it's... hang on a minute. I'll just find...
Rika?
no. Kia... hang on. I'll find her because she'll be in my continue watching. Just bear with me for a second. All right, where is she hiding? Kia B. So KEAB is her channel. And she's quilting and stuff like that. But she's also into cross stitch. She's just started her floss tube journey as well. And she's organised this, the Common Threaded Stitcher hashtag, and it's a prompt each day goes up, and it's for 31 days through the month of August. So I've jumped onto that today, and so I did an introductory thing, and I've got some nice comments. One lady said, yeah, that's her. One lady said that I looked very happy in my photo and I sound very positive, because she come over to the channel and had a bit of a look. I don't do excuse me. I tend to do more hand. Yeah, see, I'm in the process of doing learning fancy stitches and stuff like that as well. And there's a few fancy stitches and stuff in cross stitch as well. So it's going to cross over. So on our floss tube, yeah. So Bonnie knows her. Yeah. So she's just started a floss tube journey as well. So go over to Instagram and jump on. There's a lot of people that do cross stitch and stuff like that. So the things that I'll be sharing and Beck will be sharing, we'll be doing this one together. We want to go out and about and go and find cross stitch stores. We also we're going to be sharing our works in progress, and sometimes we might not get a lot done. Or our haul, of course, of what we've purchased and what we've found in op shops and stuff like that.
What's on the way?
And what's on the way. Yeah, we'll show them when they come in. But yeah, so we've got a few things that are in the pipeline, and we're just going to show you that, and also what we've learnt in that week, because Bexy finds different things that I find, and we go off different tangents and stuff like that. So
we have different interests as well.
Yeah,
like
she's floral. Her hands go like this on her hips, and she puffs up. I don't like florals. That's okay. You're okay to have florals. She's still giving me the mother look. Anyway, yeah, so basically anything that I've learned or anything that Beck has learnt and stuff like that, she'll bring that to the table. I'll bring what I've learnt through the week, and then we can share that with you, and then hopefully those that don't cross stitch might take up cross stitching, and those that are or have cross stitched in the past might pull them back out again, because I think Wendy Simpson was saying that she had quite a few.
It was Wendy, yes.
Yeah. That's so. Dale's saying I don't do a lot of cross stitch anymore, but I am sure in love. I'm sure you will love it. I tend to do more hand embroidery now, and I'm loving it. I'm actually doing a craftsy course at the moment for different embroidery stitches and stuff like that, because I want to. I've done a little bit, like I know my back stitches, and I know you like your lazy daisies and your French knots, your colonial knots and all that sort of stuff, stem stitches and all that sort of stuff. But I want to sort of make it a little bit more, my repertoire a little bit better. How about Hardanger? Anyone do that? Not me. No, but I do know a lady that is really good at it, and hopefully she might humour me one day and come over and have a bit of a chat about it. Linda Edwards. So Linda, if you're watching, I'm coming your way.
What is it?
Hardanger is a type of fancy work.
Oh, okay.
It's done on a linen. Can you just behind you? No, they're not in there. I've put them away. Yeah, there's all different sorts of fancy work, and Hardanger, I'll find some images for you to have a look at, but I know someone that does it, and she's fabulous at it. Her fancy work is phenomenal. That she's got a wealth of knowledge and all the rest of it. I found out my sewing machine does not backstitch. found out that my sewing machine does the back stitch.
And knots.
Oh, cool. Awesome. For embroidery stitches, check out Mary Carbell. I think I follow her already.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I follow her already. She does all your embroidery stitches and stuff like that. I'm really liking the Craftsy course that I'm doing. It's got a sampler that you get to do. You've got the projects and stuff like that, so you don't like you got a set project and you know what that you're doing and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited about that. I had a couple of emails and messages about macrame. Yes, macrame is starting up. Unfortunately, I got sick and I couldn't do any of the videos or anything like that. I have 2 at the moment that are in production. And I will get them done as soon as I possibly can and get them up on the channel. One is a wall hanging, and the other one is a bag, but also has sewing in it as well. Beck's looking at me going, I don't know what these projects are. What are you talking about, woman? That's because I'm waiting on some supplies for one of the projects, so that I've got all the stuff ready for it, and I'm just waiting on one component. And once that arrives, I can finish off the filming. So yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, it's almost block of the month time again. We're all up to block 8 already. I'm actually bringing it a week forward. So we've got a few scheduling conflictions in August. One is being the what's wrong?
Oh, I just said that. I'm seeing disappear.
Yes.
It was me.
Well, Beck gave me a thumbs down. Oh my goodness.
I just looked at my.
Beck gave me a thumbs down. We hadn't even gone live. I'm like, are you kidding? Someone gave me a thumbs down. It was Beck.
I don't know how I did that.
As I said, I did it to myself a couple of weeks ago, but I think it was when the computer, you know how the screen sometimes jumps?
Yep.
I think it was when then, and I looked and I'm like, that's me. Why did I give myself a thumbs down? Bit of harsh critic. Anyway.
I was harsh on you today.
Fully. Just kick me while I'm down, Beck. Alrighty. It's as I said, it's block of the month time again. We're up to block 8 in our foundation paper piecing, excuse me. I am bringing it a week forward. It was due to go up on the 14th. I'm actually bringing it to the 7th of August because we have our live tutorial on the 14th. We did have a few scheduling problems and we had to change up the schedules for the live tutorials and the live craft alongs on Friday nights. I think we've
Sort of smoothed the
we've smoothed the ruffles out. There might be a few hiccups here and there.
Yeah, it just depends on children.
At the end of August, I am going away with King of Toe crew. They are, we are going away to do a road trip throughout New South Wales, South Australia, up to Uluru. I will be doing some of the live streams and stuff like that. We're all going as a family, and so I will be away. So we will let you know those dates of the Finish It Fridays or the live Friday night, because it won't affect the tutorials. It'll just affect the Friday night ones. So yeah, so basically, if you haven't gone over to King of Toe crew, my husband is just, I don't even know what to say. He's just a tool, but he's funny.
He's down to earth.
Yeah.
Just tells you how it is.
And
Funny.
yeah.
It's bogan.
Anyway, he's my husband, and basically he's got his own channel and it's all about cars and stuff like that. But we are starting to do road trips and stuff like that. So that's the word I was looking for. It's Scandinavian. Hardanger is Scandinavian stitching.
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, and it's it's absolutely gorgeous, like absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, yeah. So basically, what's wrong?
Oh, I'm trying to tag him, but it's not working.
Oh, it won't tag him. It's one word to tag him.
It popped up with his name.
Did it?
Yeah, so I don't know.
Well, it looks like it's tagged here. It looks to be a little bit hard. Yeah, it looks to be a little bit hard. So yeah, of the Hardanger. Hence the name. But in saying that, I've never given it a go. But that's sort of where I want to progress. I want to start moving into the fancy work and stuff like that, and actually learn that. So anything that I learn along the way, I'll bring to you guys anyhow. So back to the live tutorials, they'll start back up again. We had to skip last week because I was out with no voice. Can't exactly do a tutorial without a voice. So our next live tutorial is on the 14th of August, and that will be at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, 9:30 Australian.
I was going to say.
Yeah, sorry. I was looking at you, and you've got to be here at 9. I will be going live at 9:30. Yeah, so that's at 9:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time. And our next Friday night craft along with Nicole and Beck is on the 9th of August. Now, last week we were going to do Christmas in July, and we were going to do Christmas ornaments, and of course I couldn't talk, so yeah. We didn't do it. So we're going to move that to the 9th. So we're going to delay it by a week. So we're going to work on some Christmas ornaments and stuff like that. So if you've got Christmas...
Fortnight.
Huh?
We're delaying it by a fortnight.
Yeah, the 9th. It goes up on the 9th next week.
Yep.
So, yeah. So anyway, I'm not going to confuse them anymore. We've changed so much dates in the last 2 weeks, so I'm not going to confuse people with terminology. So anyway, that'll be on the 9th. We're going to do some Christmas ornaments, so get out your Christmas fabrics. If you've got some Roxanne's glue, grab some of that because you're going to need that. And yeah, we've got a couple of little quickie ornaments to do for the Christmas tree, and I thought, well, we'll get them done, then you've got them for Christmas time. And just a reminder to anybody that's new here, we are an Australian channel, so we work on Australian Eastern Standard Time. So if I'm saying it's 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., it'll be 7 o'clock in, or 5 o'clock in, depending which part of America you're in. It'll be the wee hours of the morning. For the UK, New Zealand, it'll be lunchtime for them. So yeah, so you just have to do a Google search and find out what time. We try to keep it around the same time. Our live tutorials, we start them a little bit earlier. We start them at 9:30, half an hour earlier. Yeah. Finish at Fridays are always at 10 a.m. and our Friday night craft along is at 7 p.m. Alrighty, so
we have a question.
Yep.
I can't find it now. It was about the mini quilts. Is there a schedule? Oh, Benita asked.
Yes, the mini quilts have been put on hiatus for a couple of months because I'm in the process of getting some more cameras. The reason that I stopped them is because I just wasn't doing the quilts justice. I couldn't get the proper angles and everything that I needed with just the overhead camera. So I decided that it would be easier to stop them, and then I'll start them back up again once I get a few cameras. Now, I am almost there for my computer. So once that computer's in, I will be able to definitely hook up my mobile phones and stuff like that, because there's an app to turn them into webcams and stuff like that. So I will be able to do recording and stuff, all that sort of hoo-ha that goes along with multiple cameras and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not sure when they're going to be back in, but I'm thinking probably October at this point, probably into the next season. So we will have another break in October for 2 weeks for school holidays. Beck and I have decided that we are not filming or doing anything during school holidays. Just it ends up being too conflicted or anything like that. So yeah, so we'll probably start the new season. I should have got used to my new computer, used to the cameras by then.
Yeah.
And have done a few filming scenarios with it and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's sort of when we're looking at. And I think the holidays are the beginning of October, aren't they?
September.
Yeah, they would be. I'm pretty sure they start on the
there's 1 week in September and
yeah, that's what I mean. The first week of so we would be the second week of October is when we'll start back. And
oh, yes,
yeah,
yes.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, she's just arguing with me about dates again.
I was trying to get my bearings.
You're in Kingaroy, man. That's Darvanalee Designs. Yeah, so basically that's sort of, we're probably looking at the second week of October when we start back. And, you know, if all goes well and the filming's going well, I'll probably pump out 2 in October and 2 in November after the retreat.
Yes.
I got told that I'm not allowed to do anything before the retreat. But see, we're on schedule for that as well, so we're all good for that. I've got a couple of bags that I've got to whip up and stuff like that. That's all I've got to do for that, so we're pretty good. So yeah, so shop news. Oh my god. Over the last couple of weeks, we have had a mother load of stuff come in. Okay, and I mean a mother load of stuff. I have got so much stuff. I've got all my cottons up onto the website. Yes, they're all up. They're all listed, so you can go and get them. So the things that I've showed you over the last couple of Friday night lives and Finish It Fridays. So the bottom line threads are in. We have the variegated threads are in, and they are all listed up on the website. What is not listed up on the website are the truckload of patterns and books and stuff that have come in. But I'm going to show you a couple of the little items that the new items that we've got in. We've not had these in store before. But before I do, some of you were chasing this pattern. This pattern has come back into stock. I will list that up onto the website directly after the live feed because it's already up there. I've just got to update the quantities. So you can head over. Don't forget to become a member, and so you get your 10% back. I think this guy here is $10 or $15 or something like that. Beck will have a look and see what that is. And yeah, so you'll get your 10% cash back. So they back in stock again. And those that were chasing the divided blooms one that we worked on, so Benita was waiting for that one. Yeah. The divided blooms quilt that I was working on for the Cheats Needle Turn, they are back in stock as well, along with templates. So they have been updated already on the website, so you can get in there and get them.
The rainbow swirl.
Yep.
Is $7.50.
That is $7.50 Australian. So you get another 75 cents off. So don't forget to become a member. And that is as long as you're an active member on there, and basically it tells us when we see your order, it'll say you're an active member. We automatically just give you the, we refund you the excess charges of postage, and we also give you a 10% cash back on purchases. It's not on postage, just on purchases. Alrighty. Okay, so a few months back, you would have known that we had some, what are they called? Laser cut, applique quilt, blah, 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 blah. Quick cut quilts, they're called. Kits, not quilts. Anyway, I'm having a shocker of a day. We have a whole heap new ones that have,
a whole heap of new kits that have come through. We're in love with them. We were so excited when we opened the parcel.
Okay, so they come with all the fabric. They come with the frame that you need for this particular one. Okay, they come with the pattern as well, and they've got everything's cut out for you. So you just basically get in there and get started. We've got unicorn one, a little mini unicorn one that you can turn, that's got all that stuff in it, and that's a little wall hanging. We've got quilt ones from Tied with a Ribbon as well. So when life gives you scraps, make quilts. We've got this unicorn one, and there's a whole heap other ones that are going on as well. We've got caravans.
Came through.
Yeah, I think we got about 15 or 20 different ones came through. So they will be all getting listed up onto the website. They vary in price, bearing in mind they come with all the fabric that you need. I think the only thing that you have to supply, it tells you on the front. So for this particular one, the background fabric doesn't come with it, and the batting. So, but that's what you get, everything in your kit. They vary in price from $49 to $58. Just depends on the fabrics that are in there and all the rest of it. But they will be getting listed up as soon as possible. So hopefully they'll go up this afternoon. They don't take too long. And we still have more coming. So just bear in mind that they're awesome. They are super quick applique projects to do. So this one,
especially ones that are like the pre-cut ones.
So this one here is for pillows. Okay, so it's a unicorn one. It comes with all your fabric, like you can see all the coloured fabrics, and some of the fabrics may vary from the cover, but this one comes with the applique pieces, the pattern, and the binding fabric. What's not included is the background fabric and the batting, zips, and embroidery floss. So, but yeah, so it tells you everything that's in there. So all the information about each kit will be on the website. So they're going up, and don't forget, become a member and you get 10% back. So if something's $55, you're going to get $5.50 off. So don't forget about that. And that's across the board with any purchases that you make, excluding retreats and Liberty fabric, because I'm contractual bound to that price for the Liberty fabric, not the retreats. I have to show you this. This is a new one that's come in. It's by Freebird Designs. It's the same designer that done the Divided Blooms one, and this is just absolutely gorgeous. This is a quilt, and it is 67 inches by 67 inches, so it's a lap quilt. Absolutely gorgeous. And then she's also got this one as well, a different version of it. And there are templates for that one?
Yes, there's.
And there's a template kit for that one.
Kit, yeah.
Yeah, there's a template kit for this one here. These ones are around $16, I think these are. So yeah, don't forget your 10% discount across the board. And sometimes we might have flash sales on Friday nights and that as well. So you never know what you're going to get. You might get something for 50% off on all that sort of stuff. We also have some cute little cards that have come in. Again, these are usually around the $7.50 mark. So yeah, so basically they're just a pattern card. They come with everything that you need, and that's a cute little pattern as well. There is a ton more. I could spend another hour going through all the patterns that have come in, so you'll have to head over to the website and go back often, because we don't necessarily get everything up in one hit. It is a bit of a long process. So yeah, head on over there and just check back regularly. We've got a destash group as well on Facebook where we put notifications up, so you can head over there, join that, and then you'll get notifications about what we've got in. So we'll tell you what's come in store, what we've got on a flash sale, and all that sort of stuff. So it's really good to be in that group, because I try to keep the quilting and crafting group free of advertising and stuff like that. So occasionally, if I know that people are looking for particular stuff, I'll let them know that it's come back into store, but most of the posting does end up in the D-Stash one as well. So another item that's come in is this cute little Christmas book as well. We're starting to gear up for all our Christmas stuff. This is a Rosalie Quinlan Designs book. It is so cute. It's got like, just check out those little ornaments on the back. It's got cute little ornaments, and there's little birds as well. Some beautiful, those angels are so cute. So it's got a lot of different little, the snowman. Lots of lots of little different projects you can do. There's some embroidery projects in there as well, and there's a table runner, nice basic stuff. Really, really good. Like, you could work from front to cover. If you got this now, you could work front to cover, a little candy cane holder with some patchwork in it. You could probably do this between now and Christmas, and you'd have some beautiful decorations.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's just so much variety.
Excuse me. So yeah, so there's a lot of different. It comes with all your pattern pieces and everything in the center to trace off the Scandinavian angels. It's got hearts. So yeah, there's we'll just have a look. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 projects in there, so you could do a couple a month, you know, and it's even got little bunting and stuff like that as well, which is super cute. Alrighty, so that is also going to be listed up on our website, but this is our giveaway.
Oh.
this week. So we're actually giving one of these books away, mainly because we're gearing up to do Christmas ornaments and stuff like that. So one lucky viewer or replayer, replayer,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, one lucky viewer or replayer will get a chance to win this. And we would like to know, I did write it down, we would like to know what your favourite thing is about Christmas. That's what we want to know. My favourite thing about Christmas is getting all my ornaments out and doing some crafty stuff with the girls and having different themes for our Christmas tree. One year we had nature was the theme, so we had to find ornaments that were from nature. So we had some little tiny pine cones that we found that we painted up, and there's some trees down the road here. I can't think of the name of the tree, but they have these spiky balls on them and they look really cool when when you spray paint them and put glitter on them, and they turn them into like little baubles and stuff like that. So so that's, I like doing that with the girls. And we've made we've done one year it was all about buttons, so we did everything with buttons on the Christmas tree and stuff like that. So yeah, but this is the giveaway. So tell us what's your favorite thing. Decorating the tree with only handmade ornaments. My birthday is 5 days after. I love to give gifts, especially handmade anything. I do too, but sometimes handmade stuff is not appreciated. So we also have a winner from our last giveaway, which I think Bonnie has toddled off. So she'll have
to finish her book.
Yep, so she'll have to come back. Hopefully she's still got the volume up and she'll hear. But Bonnie was the winner of our 2 fat quarters and lace zip, so she can now make herself a little project bag with the lace zip, following our tutorial that we did, our first live tutorial. So that was in honor of that. So that the email address is underneath this video, Bonnie. So if you can send me a message with your address, I can get that in the mail for you. So congratulations to you. And don't forget, everybody, make sure that you enter the giveaway. This will be open until Thursday, 5 p.m. next week. So you've got a couple of days to come back and watch the replay if you want to, and leave a comment and tell us what your favourite thing is about Christmas. Please don't make any comment about the giveaway in the comments underneath the video, because we just don't want people coming on here to enter the giveaway and then never come back again. Yeah. You know. So yeah. So I think this is valued at $12 off the top of my head. So yeah, it's a nice little project book, and I look forward to seeing whoever wins it. I look forward to seeing all your creations out of it. Yeah. All right, okay. And I think I'm almost to the end, and my voice is starting to get croaky again. So, alrighty. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that sent me emails and messages and get well wishes and everything on posts on Facebook and Instagram and everywhere. I was really feeling the love. Thank you very much. I do really appreciate you checking in with me. I was taking care of myself. I just basically stayed on the couch with little Em and just took some time out and all the rest of it. So I really do appreciate you sending me all those lovely messages. It was really nice. I was feeling the love. And Beck checked in on me every now and again and asked me if I needed anything, and yeah. Brendan didn't allow me to do anything, and yeah, I had to do some cleaning. My girls really let me down this week. Yeah, so I had to vacuum the floor. Like, it was just terrible. I asked one of them to vacuum the floor. I don't know what they did. They didn't vacuum it. That was blatantly obvious, even though they pulled out the vacuum cleaner and turned it on. I don't think they actually vacuumed the floor. But anyway.
They get distracted.
I don't know. So yeah, so thank you very much for sending me all the lovely messages of get well and all the rest of it. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to sign off from here. Thank you so much for joining me again this week, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. We have the block of the month going up next week We won't be doing that as a premiere. It'll just go up as normal. And then on the 14th, we have our next live tutorial. And we've got on the 9th, we've got our crafting along with Nicole and Beck. And that will be Christmas decorations. So we'll see you all then. Have a great weekend, everybody. Don't forget to share your Finish It Fridays. Use the hashtag so we can follow along and see what you're up to. And we hope that you have a great weekend. And we'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.